Hey everybody, nice to see everybody who's going to join in. Hi Zahida, nice to see you here, and it's good to see everybody who's going to be joining in. Hi, I'm Tania Shipman from Simple Solutions Today and Business Automation 101, and I'm doing a follow-up on my Google Voice typing because I got quite a few emails and people buying. Thank you very much to everybody who bought. The price will be going up in 24 hours from now. So this time tomorrow, it will no longer be available for less than $5. It's actually less than that. It's less than $4. You can get it for $3 odd. But after that, it will go up to its full price. And the reason for that is, as I said yesterday, you need to be paid for what you do. So I wanted to go over some of the things that happen in Google Voice typing and share them. So I'm going to share my screen again and just let you know how Google Voice typing works. And I'll just get it so that you can see the full screen. So some of the questions I got asked, and I'm going to put these into this document so that you can see what I'm talking about. So some of the questions that I have been asked is, can you use it on an iMac? You can if you have Chrome on your iMac. Google Voice typing is designed for Chrome for Android. So if you have a Mac, there are other options available to you, and a number of people have mentioned them. So you can use it as on Chrome, and it will just record what you're saying quite easily. However, if you don't use Chrome, then no, you can't use Google Voice typing. And if you've bought my product and you don't use Chrome and you don't want to install it and you don't want to use it, let me know and I'll find another product that you can have or do a refund. It's always been said that it is used on Chrome in the documentation and in the training that I did, but you know, if you can't use it, then I'm not asking you to pay for it. Some of the other questions I was asked was that, some of the other questions that I was asked was every now and then it gets it right, and then every now and then it gets it absolutely wrong. And part of that is I'm using a different mic. So that's another something to be aware of. The mic that you use makes a big difference to how well it hears what you're saying. I'm currently using my webcam camera. I normally use a lapel mic, and I'm just in the process of buying a new mic that will be even better at what it does. One of the other questions asked was, it keeps failing or it doesn't pick up my accent. Again, Google Voice typing is a free product. You're not paying anything for it, so you do have to be a little patient with it. I'm not saying that it's perfect and it's the best thing going, but considering I'm sitting here and as I'm talking to you, the majority of my words are being transcribed, to go in and do a few edits because it's missed a few words or missed a sentence here and there is pretty well worth it. And I've said in many videos, I've said in Facebook groups and in other types where I've been talking about it, you first of all can train it. It learns words. It never used to be able to pick up my name, which is Tania. And did it work this time? Yes. It did catch my name this time. It did spell it with a Y instead of an I, but in the early days it was actually calling my name Tanner and my surname Shipment, which was a little bit annoying. Now I have an Aussie accent. It picks up the majority of accents. I've used the transcribing on a video with somebody who had a very strong very strong English accent, and not the posh English accent. It was a I don't know, Yorkshire or something like that. So it was on a show about ancient Egypt, and she had quite a strong accent, and it picked up the majority of her words. And I've also used it when I was using it as an example for picking up transcribing a person who had it was either an Indian or a Pakistan accent. For some reason it's saying that it's recording, whereas the thing is not on. Again, it's a free product. It plays up from time to time. When that happens, just keep pressing the button until it starts again. Another question that was raised to me was that the original product is, I'm just going to, oh, yeah, it looks like it's working again now. might be having some internet problems, so let me know if you can hear me. It seems to be working again. You can see it right in front of you. And still, with all of these hassles and with all of these problems that can happen when you're using Google Voice typing, it's still better than having to go and pay somebody to transcribe it for you or to figure out what you want to say. I'm obviously having internet and other problems, but hey, Larry, good that you can hear everything that I'm saying. I wasn't sure if I was having internet problems or not. I might just refresh my screen for that. That might be the better way of doing it. And that's another thing that please let me know, Tim, what the issue is in the thing. As you can see, every now and then it plays up. I did a refresh of my screen and it's capturing the words quite well now. It comes down to internet connection. However, I know when I'm using it on my Android tablet, and I know Larry has said that he uses it on his phone for a lot of things, it actually picks it up just as well as when it's on the computer. It's a free product. You're not paying anything for this. I don't know how many times I have to say this. For the time that it's saving, I'm having my words appear right in front of me. And if I occasionally have to hit the orange button again to get it started, or because my internet connection is playing up, which is obviously what's happening tonight, I'm still in front because I haven't had to type up these words. You're watching me talk and seeing the words appearing in front of you. So Tim, let me know what the issue is and I'll see what I can do, see what's going on. So it looks like I was having internet problems and freezing, and that might explain why my voice stopped working while I was talking to you. One of the good things about Google Voice typing, and I've mentioned this many times when I'm talking about this product, both in my business automation group and in videos I've done, is you can tell a story and then edit it and make it into whatever you want to do. If you want to do an email to your list, you can tell a story about what happened today and then change it around. My emails that I send out, I do on Google Voice typing. I write down what I want to talk to people in my emails, and then I just copy and paste it over. And you can do the same thing if you do have a Mac or whatever. Larry in the early days would type it up here and then transfer it over, and then he found his phone and his tablets, and he's just making me look like an amateur at the moment. Well done, Larry, because that's what I do. I find products that help you, and then depending on your skills and ability, you take it to a level that maybe I'm never going to get to. That's my role, is to find what will make your life and your business better. And yep, when it plays up, you just keep trying until it starts up again. And the few words that you've lost, I'm doing a Facebook Live, so you can see what's happening. But if I was trying to record this, I'd probably do a refresh. I might even restart my computer, fix up my microphone so it's actually closer to my voice. I'm using the webcam at the moment, but even with a webcam, which is, I don't know, 60 centimeters away, it's picking up my voice really, really well. Google Voice typing makes you contact a client, whatever it might be, I can be sitting here and yeah, I've definitely got internet connection problems today. But even with that, when it works really, really well. And when it doesn't, again, it's a free product. You're not paying anything. Yes, you may have bought my product, but that's the idea of these Facebook Lives, is that if you don't want to buy my product, you don't have to. You can work out how to do it yourself. I tell you where to go. Go to the drive.google.com, go to a Word document and click on tools and start typing. You know, I show you how to do it when I start. You saw me just do it again then when I refresh the screen. But if you want to be more productive, if you want to get more things done, sitting down and letting it all flow out while you're thinking about it and then going back and editing is so very, very powerful. I've written 13,000 words for my book simply by talking about my ideas. Yes, I have to go back and edit it, but I've got all my information in my head out and it's available. You can be working out tips and ideas. You can be writing your emails. You can read PLR and you can have it showing up in front of you. So at least the sound seems to be working again, which is good. Now I understand what Tim was talking about, that you'd lost my voice midway. So obviously there's something wrong with my internet. Hopefully enough of this has come through that you can see what's going on and you can see the video. David wants to know, how do I have my my video bottom right while voice typing? I use a product called Believe.tv. It's a paid product. There is a free one that allows you 2 days, but it doesn't allow you to share your screen. But you can have, if I had a guest on here, we can play around with the configuration. So it can look like this, and I'll just see if it'll work while I'm is it going to work? Yes, you can play around with the look of it, how you want it to look. So because I want you to be able to see this, and this is the other thing with Google Voice Typing. If you click on another screen, it stops working. There's several ways you can get around that. You can use a tablet. I use normally I have a tablet, but because I wanted to demonstrate how I do it, I have this working here, but you can have a tablet, or you can just not click on the screen and restart it when it happens. And that's usually what I'm doing. If I am sharing screen with something else and I'm recording it, I just click it back on. The power of being able to demonstrate this with BeLive TV has made my life much easier, and it's worth the investment and how much I spend a month on it, which is not a lot of money. And Google Voice Typing is free. Not all, my product gives you links and ideas on how to use Google Voice Typing, and then my upsells, yes, it does, Tim. And Larry has tested this also for me, and that's another question I was asked. I have played a video, and Larry has shown me how to use the sound, and I'll show you what you need to have. You need your computer. Actually, I might even be able to demonstrate that. It's a good question. I don't know if I can or I can't. You just need to have, for your microphone, you need to show it having the, wow, my net is bad tonight. Stereo mix is what you need to have, so that it will show you, so that it will play back what you're watching. And that's what I was explaining earlier, in that I said I wanted to see how well it works when somebody with an accent is talking. So one of the shows, I clicked on stereo mix, I started the video playing, and I watched it capture their words really, really well. And as I said, it was a strong English accent. I don't know quite what English accent it was because I'm bad on knowing them. So it's stereo mix on Windows. Thank you very much, Larry, and Soundflower for Mac. So yeah, so you can set your videos to play and come back and see what it's recorded. Go and have dinner and see what's been done. One of the things that I'm thinking of doing is some of my older videos that weren't transcribed, getting them playing in a playlist and just let it transcribe while I'm away from the computer. This is really powerful. This is really easy to use. I have had very little setup to do. I chose English UK, but again, my net is really bad. You can use this, I don't know, 6 or 7 different Englishes. There's other languages as well. So you can actually type away. Exactly, Tim. It's a huge time saver. Yesterday I was talking about how if you're demonstrating or talking about a product, you can just, with your own words, write what you're thinking about your new product. If you're doing a review on a product, imagine having your mouse sitting there, your tablet recording what you're saying as you're recording a video. Again, because it will click off, it actually has to be, the screen has to be the main screen for Google Voice Typing to work. But if you've got a second tablet, a second computer, a laptop, whatever it might be, you can have that recording it while you're demonstrating. So not only can you offer a review of a product, you can also offer a PDF with your thoughts on it, and it's all there in front of you. And it captures the majority of what you say. Every now and then it gets it wrong. It says the wrong word, or it doesn't understand. Another thing I often do, and I've obviously got really bad internet tonight, so I hope everything's coming through, guys. I don't know if it's flicking on for you guys or not. I can't see it. But what I often do when I'm doing my book, when I'm writing my book, I'll talk a sentence or two and then I'll hit a new paragraph, and a sentence or two and I'll do a new paragraph. And one of the powerful things that I use Word for is, after I've written something like this, and actually every now and then this gets paragraph and it will make a new paragraph for me. And as you can see, it's put in a couple of new paragraphs. You can put in full stops. You can put in question marks. Even an exclamation mark sometimes works. Sometimes it works for me and sometimes it doesn't. I prefer just to talk and then hit the enter bar. So, you know, as I said, when I sort of draw a breath, come on, internet, work for me. When I draw a breath, or I think I've got to the end of a sentence, I just hit my enter key, and that then becomes a new sentence. There's all sorts of ways that you can save time with Google Voice Typing. You can create so much with it. You can get frustrated with it. I'm not saying it's not, but as a time saver, and I know Larry has especially often commented about how great a time saver it is. I'm transcribing my videos while I'm talking to you without having to then go and send it off to somebody to do. All I have to do now is find somebody to go through and edit it for me, and I'm sourcing that out at the moment. And I can edit it myself, but I do a Facebook Live every day, so I'm finding my time is a bit short for that. However, I've found a couple of tools that I'm testing as well at the moment, finding out what can be automated, what can be done online. But even having all of your words in front of you and then later on going, look, I don't want any of that. With Google Voice Typing, the good thing is that it's done on Google Chrome in the Drive, and Google remembers what you've written. So if you decide I'm going to delete out 5 sentences, you can actually go back to your history and see what those 5 sentences were. One of the things I always used to have to do in Word was, because I would be a terrible, well, not a terrible editor, but I'd be a very harsh editor, and I'd take words out. Yeah, so Larry's saying he's actually paid for Dragon, naturally speaking, and he uses Google Voice more often. So that gives you an idea about the power of this free product versus a quite expensive paid product that you have to spend a lot of time training. I sat down here and started talking, and Google Voice Typing captured the majority of what I was saying. And when I realized how powerful it was, that's when I decided to create my Google Voice Typing cheat sheet with information in it. And then I wrote the 1,000 words in 10 minutes to show you how easily it is to write 10,000 words in 10 minutes. 1,000 words in 10 minutes. You can actually type more than that. I've been on a 10-minute call and I hit, I think, about 8,000 words. But it just depends on how fast you speak and how good your internet connection is. However, again, with a tablet and an Android, you don't need to be connected to the internet to be able to use voice typing. They have it. It's part of the suite of what they offer with Android. The price is going up. If you haven't bought my products yet, you will still be able to buy them after the price goes up. You just won't be able to get them at this cheaper rate. And I just wanted to let more people know that this is how amazing Google Voice Typing is. I'll put the link to buy the products to start the funnel. And I am an internet entrepreneur. I am an online marketer. There's not just one product, there's 3. But you don't even need to buy any 3 of them. But if you do, you'll get access to my membership. You'll get access to seeing what I think and the ideas and tips that I've given you and the examples that I've shown. It's worth it, I believe, and the people who bought it seem to have liked it as well. Get started using Google Voice Typing, whether you buy my product or not. I'm telling you, you will be much, much more productive, even with it playing up like it is tonight. And usually it doesn't. Usually it just burls away. Now, I've been talking for about 25 minutes with lots of interruptions and having to reset. I just wanted to let you know that in that time, tools, oh wow, I've written nearly 2,000 words. Majority of people type 30 to 40 words per minute. So in 20 minutes, they might have written 800 to 1,000 words. So I've doubled my thing, and I wasn't really writing anything in particular. I didn't have, well, that's not true. I recommend, if you're going to be using Google Voice Typing and you've got something, plot out a few points that you want to talk about and then fill in those plot points. It will really say that. What did you build your trading site with, and what membership plugin do you use? I don't have a trading site. I don't know what you're talking about there. Sorry, David. Maybe you're talking to Larry. And if so, great. I love it when people talk to each other on my Facebook Lives. Okay, so I will put the link to buy Google Voice Typing cheat sheet down here. I will also answer any questions that you got. Ask me in there. The price goes up in less than 24 hours now. The download site. I still don't know what you mean by the download site. Sorry, David. Download site. Oh, where if you've bought the product, I use Everlesson. It's an amazing membership site, really membership product. Yeah, and it is. Sorry, thanks, Tim. Yeah, I picked it up. Yeah, so I use Everlesson. Yeah, I do have a membership, but I thought he was talking about a trading site. That's using Everlesson, David. So that's what I use. I've had access to that now, and I've got quite a few products that are available in there. So yes, Everlesson. So if you're interested in Everlesson, let me know. If you want to know more about Everlesson, I'm happy to talk about it, because it is an amazing product, and I absolutely adore how easy it is to set up memberships and to set up products within it. I can put your link for Everlesson as well under here, so I'll do that as well. Okay, so Google Voice Typing, I'm glad everybody who's downloaded and used it is enjoying it and finding it useful. Those who want to know about my membership site, I'll put the link for that as well. Just start doing something. Do it with Google Voice Typing, do it with typing, doing whatever you do. But the more that you do and use automation for, the easier it is. I use Everlesson because it automatically sets up my membership sites. I use Google Voice Typing because it automatically captures what I'm talking about. It's all about making it as easy as possible. I can go and get somebody to go through and edit this for me, you know, quickly put in a couple of spaces, and I can offer this as a PDF. I've used templates from Google Voice Typing, and I think I can show you it. Let me see. Does it go to the next blank page? No, it doesn't. To the next page. Yes, it has. In Google Voice Typing, which is Drive, just let me get this set up for you very quickly, and I'll show you what a template looks like. Okay. It comes with a whole heap of templates that you can build on. I created one of my products using Google Voice Typing, and it was a PDF that I gave away for free, and I used the templates that were available. So I'm just going to get up a blank one to show you what it looks like, and then I'll drop this back up. It's just that I have some confidential information in my drives that I don't want to share, but this allows me just to do a new document. And if I yeah, I think I've frozen. Oh no, I seem to be still here, but I'm frozen on my computer. I might have to show that in the next video, which will be up, changing the price up. So if you haven't grabbed Google Voice Typing cheat sheet, grab it now. And if you have grabbed it, let me know what you think about it and the other products that I've got. I'll end the video now because the net and I are not being friends, and I'll catch you all in the next video. I'm Tania Shipman from Simple Solutions Today and Business Automation 101. Thank you so much for your time. Bye, everybody.